Alright, hello everybody, my name is Szochs, and I bring you Twitch chat, live interaction stream, watching Beifeng's Qiyana. A lot of you guys asked me to review Chinese Qiyana. Like, if you know me, you probably know Beifeng Qiyana, right? So, we'll be reviewing him today. Will this be on YouTube? Yep, it'll be uploaded to YouTube. So say hello YouTube, and let's just get right into it. Yeah, so pretty much I'll be just looking to explain things, what he does, what decision he's making, on the macro side, and what kind of mechanics, like what combos he does, and yeah, we'll just I I have to just watch the video and see how it goes. Let's just go. Okay, well they have a card this level 1, which is a definitely strong level 1.
死哥这么秀吗？
Just going in,
一
ham.
个人直接冲出去了，没人在扫描呀，这个眼排不掉。
Actually, should we lower this? We should probably lower the volume of this. Why does he use attack move command? I mean, it's just personal preference. I don't think there's really like, if you do attack move command, it's like you become better mechanically, but I think he's just used to doing that. Okay, so he still didn't put points in anything because he doesn't know if you want to take W to like dodge Cassiopeia's skill shot, but I think he should just take Q in my opinion to get the farm at least. But Cassio versus Qiyana, you definitely have to be careful. I want to see him pull the wave. So he does grab the Q to farm. Just sits back, you know. Do MB attack command hack. Oh my god. Do MB memes. Oh, he should watch out here. What is he doing? Takes a heavy trade on the... So there, I guess he just greeted way too hard for the caster minion. He should just concede. So now he's just behind. So much health. That was very questionable, but, you know. Everybody has bad games. So what I would love to see is... well, now he's gonna be stuck on the tower. He can't look to trade on her because... well, he just goes for it anyways. And takes an even harder trade. Okay, so he likes to play aggressive. He likes to just go in with grass form. Stay invisible so Cassio can't trade much. And then get out with W. You see how he's casting his grass Q behind him towards his tower so he can move or run out. Takes a really heavy trade. But Cassio does get low and low on mana. This does set up a gank from Karthus, but Karthus seems like he pathed top, so it doesn't matter. He's gonna hard shove this. If he tries to follow the Cassio, she's just gonna die to Cassio because Cassio can see where Qiyana's going, and then she'll just sit in the bush and just kill. Oh, he goes for the kill, misses the Q. Cassio outplays that, lives 1 health. I wanna see if he could have done anything. I mean, there has to be some kind of mechanical error. Okay, so he flashes but throws a Q first, which is very unfortunate. That delayed the input of him getting his Q first. Like, or by the time the Cassio would have been rooted, he could have got WQ off and killed the Cassio. But mistakes happen, so now this is such a terrible wave for Beifeng here. Really, really sad. Okay, good. Longsword and pink ward.
哎，我输了。
Think really he is really the best Qiyana? I mean, I would have to watch him more, but if he can reach high elo in China, I mean, it must mean that he's good at least. Okay. You should push this in and then look for words. Control vision. Yep, exactly what he's doing. He's looking for a top. This is a pretty good roam timer. He's gonna stick to this wall, goes over. Enemy Viego has no idea that Qiyana's coming. So that's a little vision trick you can do against the Skull Crab. Now the Viego's just dead because he thought he was safe because of that vision. But then he ends up dying because Qiyana can jump over walls, which I talked about. You know, I would have loved to see this Qiyana path towards blue instead of just waiting so long here. Because here, I think it just took him longer to travel like this rather than just straight to blue. But he gets a kill anyways. But actually, no, that's actually a really good point because, so if Casio was like pinging or maybe had a better idea, would spam ping that mid is missing, and if Viego's this low, he would probably back up, and then Qiyana would be missing this kill because he took so long, but he gets a kill anyways. Viego loses the wave, which is huge. Karthus catches mid wave here, which is good.
很好了吧？
He only jumped one wall, so you can, if you stick close to the wall on the top wall, you don't get vision. Enemy team doesn't have vision. It's like a scuttle trick that you can use. Okay, he's just gonna grab farm. Gets the cannon. At least he's better at getting cannons than me. He's gonna look for a trade here maybe with EQ. It's kind of risky though. Grab another grass. He should back off. Good. He's just staying in bush. Looks like he's just roaming top. I don't really like this decision, but let's see how he can get this out of it. He uses flash. Does he get a kill? He gets a kill, but that was way too risky. Okay. So it looks like he likes to roam a lot. And then when he's roaming, take note that he's taking water element. So W only gives you extra movement speed around the element you're in. Currently she's in rivers, so water element, she gets movement speed. So make sure you grab that. So she does fall here. Her mid wave got burned while she was doing that, which is very unlucky. Cassio gets a free shove, stacking up that disgusting Seeker's item, but I'm pretty sure this is post nerf, so Seekers aren't that broken. Level 5 to level 7 Cassio, this has to be feeling really terrible for Beifeng. He should just look to playoff roams. It's gonna be very hard to kill mid lane, in my opinion, especially with Cassio having exhaust. So I would love to see how he would play. I mean, keep in mind that the Cassio is also like plat 1, so it's not like Cassio's playing perfectly, so. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't punish bad players. Not like I'm saying plat 1's bad, but you're probably better. If you're challenger versus a plat, you are probably mechanically and macroly better. Do you think it's just the region he's able to play this aggro? I don't really think it's region. That'll be so weird. Or it'll be hard to say. Trust me, he doesn't like roaming. This is one of the 10 games he actually does it. He sits inside mid one chatting, allowing the enemy mid Yeah, I mean, this is a hard matchup, so in hard matchups, even Beifeng prefers to roam. Because if you're sitting mid, you're never gonna be able to play the game. Because he already fell super behind from that inting level 1. He goes in for the trade. He's getting the Cassie lows. Gets the electric proc, which is absolutely good. Absolutely huge trade. Does he die here? Lives. When you're going against Cassie, you want to spam grass, because Cassio's a target ability. ER here. Okay, Cardis just gets a free kill then. Flashes, follows the flash, EQ, grabs the kill. Easy stuff. Jungle diff right there. Jungle gapped. Yeah, I'm only gonna watch like season 10 games. And I think that's what most people will want to. Not watching season 9, season 10. Mostly season 11 stuff. Gonna get the reset. Notice how he got the kill and shoves the wave in instantly? That's what you should be doing. If you can shove it, shove it. Because that's more gold for you and experience, and enemy Cassio misses it, misses the wave. So that's gonna force enemy support to catch the wave, or enemy jungle to catch the wave, and then you know where the enemy jungle or support is. Basically, indirect vision control. Forcing the enemy to come mid. Honestly, low elo castle just die, level 3 continue, yeah. I mean, that's hard to say because I don't know. I don't think you can really like say a gameplay is bad just because of the fact that enemy team is ending. I mean, obviously unless it's like super hardened, but I don't think that's usually the case. He's gonna shove this out. He sees the Cassio that roam bot, I think. Cassio roams bot. But Cassio dies. I would have loved to see him just push mid, but he does go for this roam. Grabs 1 kill. Let's see if he can get any more. Gets 2 kill because Viego just ints there. So this is one thing I kinda would have played it different. If I just stayed mid, I would have got at least 2 or 3 plates. Got extra wave or 2. Because Viego dying, he should have only got 1 kill realistically, but Viego dying there was just kinda weird, champ. But yeah, I think everybody can improve from plays. I'm not saying I'm completely right, but I think staying mid there was the right call. Getting 2-3 plates.
就是先做沙漏的呀，怎么都先做沙漏的呀？好
And then what I would have done after getting mid is go top or something. Instead of bot, because bot is already a done fight. But if he goes bot, he gets 1 kill, stops Viego and Lilia from getting stuff. But here's the thing. So, for me, I look at things. I know I'm not saying I'm completely right, but the way I play the things are. Okay, let's go back to where. So you get pushed in, and you can assume that Cassio is going by. He already pings. So if he's going, he should just don't touch this wave, and he should just roam bot together. Because then he won't lose out. Like if he just pushes 1 minion and just goes bot immediately, that means that the wave will start pushing towards him, and then he's gonna miss so much wave, and the Cassio can pick this up. So since he started pushing, he's committed to pushing this wave in, which is what he does. And then bot lane's already fighting, and then now he's pathing. So here is okay, but he already sees that the fight is happening. It seems like they're low, so I would assume that my bot lane's gonna win. But Phyllis actually dies here. And then the fight should be over here. They see Lilia coming. What she could have done if she stayed mid is basically got a plate right now. And then you could have just told your team to back off. So let's say like, so she goes there and then he gets one free kill, right? One free kill, easy clap. And then enemy Viego TPs. This TP shouldn't have happened. If this wasn't any other elo, if you're betting on the fact that enemy team is gonna make a dumb play like this, then you're basically just gonna be stuck in whatever elo because you're just playing off enemies like, you're just hoping enemy team ints, you know? Like this is an int. Like this is definitely not what Beifeng predicted, that Viego's gonna TP with like basically 1 HP and flash into die. Like, so 100% play would have been just staying mid, catching this wave as well, getting some plates, and our team trades 1 for 1, and that's huge itself by itself. But obviously, I'm not saying I'm completely right, but I think that would have just been better. Isn't this Korean server? Yeah, this is Korean server, plot 1 elo. So he gets the wave. He's gonna look to shove. So do you guys what I'm getting? I mean, yeah, do you guys know what I'm getting? I'm not always betting on the fact that like when I roam, I have to think about like first I have to know how the fights are going. For me, in the bot fight, it seemed like it was going completely fine. Like, Ophelia's dying is completely fine, but then they were both low, so they ended up getting 2 kills without him anyways. And that's 2 for 1. He would have got mid, their jungle's already pathing bot, and their Virgo would have stayed mid, or stayed top if Qiyana stayed mid. Because Viego saw like Qiyana going bot, he probably just TP'd with like 2 health and something and just completely inted. But if Viego stay top, you would get 3 plates mid, put your vision towards top side, and then maybe dive Viego. Or that would have been what I would have done. But there's a lot of, it's League of Legends, so many different options, you know? It's really hard to say what would have been the correct call. There's always that hindsight, where it's like, oh, if he did this, it would have been better. But that's why you VOD review, right? You try to figure out the best scenarios you could have done to snowball your lead, or how to get your lead. So he goes mid here. The Ophelia's even back. So they just destroyed bot tower and they come straight to mid, which is interesting. So Qiyana goes bot, gives Aphelios the mid wave. Sees the red buff is here. He looks for Jinx. Jinx is not here. Oh, Jinx is over there. Say goodbye. Say your prayers, Mr. Jinx. This Jinx is full tilt mode right now. Q's, W's over that wall, EQ. Easy stuff. One shot. 80 carries should not be able to play the game against Qiyana. That's just how life is. Honestly, I think he goes for all the fights because that's what server players do. They fight non-stop. Yeah, it's probably just like regional stuff, you know. Everybody has different perspective. Because if I'm the only one playing like passively, I guess getting mid tower is like somewhat passive compared to like just forcing fight on bot lane like that. Ooh, misses the ult. Lives, just stands because he thought he's gonna die. So he is human. You guys see me miss the ult and then you guys are like kick W. Okay, so Beifeng human confirmed. Is this Beifeng? This has to be Beifeng, right? Yeah, it's Beifeng Qiyana. Okay, well. There you guys have it. He's just gonna go bot, clean that wave up, because it's looking disgusting right now. That's just waves. That's just resources. Always, always, always maximize your resources. Cannot stress enough. And I hate positions like this where Qiyana literally puts the minion on 1 fucking HP. Okay, he sees his Karthus here. He wants to shove this. So there's 2 good things about, or 3 good things actually, about pushing sideways like this. So, first reason, you're getting resources. That's gold on you.
还差点没了。
More items equal more damage, right?
我要买个
Second reason
875。
you're basically burning resources. So enemy team, if they don't respond, they're just gonna lose out on minion, and you just get free tower damage on bot lane. Third reason, you're applying pressure. Enemy team has to basically answer that. You know, it's like similar with second reason. That's not China. Yeah, this is Korean server, but Beifeng is a Chinese super server player. So yeah, but like I said before, once he climbs up to like higher elo, I would love to VOD review him again. But as of right now, we're just seeing how he's performing, how he's climbing, you know. Because you guys can still learn from his games, like him smurfing. Because if you're not plat, you could be playing like this. You could be like missing ults and stuff, playing like this and still climb. So take notes, boys. Take notes. Why is Manamune part of our build path now? Is it really that good? Yup, it basically provides you like 90 extra AD for such a cheap item. You never run out of mana issues now. It's just so good. And it provides you a lot of ability damage. It's easily one of the most cost-effective item for Qiyana, but yeah, that's what makes Qiyana scaling so good now. Like Qiyana scaling, you think Assassin scale well? Well, Qiyana can actually scale well, so he's always grabbing those resources. He pushes out mid wave, forces the enemy to grab that mid wave, and then you just take enemy side's jungle. So this is how you push lead. You're not going for fucking every time flash dive on the tower, you know. None of that stuff. You're always looking for resources, whether that's jungle camp, whether that's tilted Jinx that gets one shot because she's an AD carry. Yeah, poor Jinx. Okay, well he saw Bard on the map, so hopefully he just backs out with no mana. And then since he got mirror mana late, he's going for like Yumu's or Serpent's Fang, but probably Yumu's because they have no shield. Oh, he's just going. I would have just backed, cause he has no mana. He's just gonna be on auto attack meal. Literally just auto attack, auto attack. How did you learn macro? I can never get the CS you have. Maybe you need to practice your CS. Or try dedicating a game to just staying perma. So basically, basic idea mid game for Qiyana, right? Is when you get out of your laning phase, you're gonna be in the side lane. You wanna push in your slide. If they extend too far, you go for kills, or you wanna push in fast and then roam, control vision, and then kill them in the jungle, or dive them under the tower, mid tower, when your team is sieging. Yo, Kaya, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you. Well, this is what you call limit testing here. This is just like for the lulz. He knows he's not gonna lose this. Like, if you lose this, then, well, fuck it. Better luck next game, but right now he's just like, whatever. I'm just gonna one-shot someone, have some fun. Gets the ultimate. Cannot find any kills though. They're super low. Cassio does end up falling. Turns into stone. Oh my god. This has to be Beifeng's first game of the day. He's whiffing every skill. Okay, and that's game. Alright, well, my first impression, we know he's a human. He's definitely a good player, but at least he's a human. He's not like God, because there's some questionable plays he makes. And it's very common with Qiyana because Qiyana's APM is crazy. It can get crazy high because you're literally like smashing your fucking keyboard like 1,000 actions per minute, so you can get a proper combo off. So it's definitely understandable, you know. Okay, we're gonna review the second game because that was pretty short.
미니언들이 산성되었습니다.
埋伏。
Yeah, this one is gonna be against Renek mid plat 1. He made physical 0-7 in 10 minutes. Most recent video with the title Qiyana versus Sid, if you're interested. Yeah, I'll check that out later. Wait, isn't that like smurfing though? Like, I would love to see him like not on the smurf. Obviously, there's gonna be good games in high elo. Like, if you watch me, I have a lot of pop-up games in high elo, and I have just games where it's just like whatever, just like mediocre, just okay, you know. And I'm pretty sure all of you have some pop-up games, you know. Like, if you don't have any pop-up games, then I don't know. That just seems super boring.
蓝给勾过去了吗？我操，这么难受。
Pretty sure it's diamond, yeah. So he gets the farm, Q's that, gets level 2, sees the Hecarim. Hecarim just takes it. Not much Qiyana can do about Hecarim just taking our jungle camps. A lot of people need to know that Qiyana's level 2 is pretty like bad. I mean, Qiyana level 2 becomes a little playable, but it's usually pretty bad. Gets the poke. Bone plating just eats up the second Q. I hate that, dude. Bone plating is so good, which is why you just gotta get rid of that thing with your Q. Goes in for an EP trade with grass farm. Free damage onto the Renekton. So it looks like he really uses all his mana just to poke enemy. Which is what you should be doing as Qiyana. If you're having mana issues, this is probably because you're literally only using mana to clear waves and then never to damage the enemy champion. But him, he always just uses abilities to damage the enemy champion. Where's Renekton going? That Renekton has to be inting. Renekton goes for a weird fight, misses out on a fucking fat wave. So Renekton is basically playing what he's saying. What this Renekton is saying is, I'm gonna help my jungle get ahead, secure that scuttle, even though I'm gonna lose like 50 waves mid, which is definitely not a smart thing to do, but that's what the Renekton did. Okay, that Renekton is actually kind of low. He did pop bone plating at the river, so he might be killable actually, because Renekton's level 3. He has 2 biscuits. Beefing has 2 biscuits, Renekton goes in. Autos before dashing out of the stealth. And ignites early. Gets a kill. Beautiful. Flashes. So this is why you watch lower elo VODs, because if enemy Renekton makes mistake like this, yes, you can argue that this Renekton is boosted, but a lot of people don't catch on to free kills like this. If you like, who cares if enemy team is making a mistake if you don't abuse the fact that he's making a mistake? If you're not capitalizing on the fact that enemy team is making a mistake, then nobody cares if it's done in Iron, if it's done like Gold, Grandmaster, Challenger. As long as if you know, like, this is why you VOD review, so you know when to punish these mistakes. So make sure you punish Renekton like that. Note 1, trade Renekton. Yeah, user abilities. Okay, can I talk now, Beefing? Okay, there you go. Yeah, user abilities on Renekton. Poke him down. You see how he's not using too much abilities on clearing wave? So user ability to chop him down. And then step 2, just punish other people's mistake. Now he's 2 levels ahead. Emax or Wmax better? It's Wmax after the update for sure. What's Qiyana's hardest counter? I would say Fizz that rushes Zanya's, or just tanks, I guess. Like full AD comp. He gets that beautiful insect onto the rumble. He ER there. He ERs towards the Fiora, and then I'm actually I was surprised a lot of you that pick up Qiyana. Your ult explodes in the river. It freezes up. So if you just use it in the middle of the river, your ult, whatever distance it travel, it will freeze up. And if that tip of the ult hits the wall, it will freeze. It will, you know, explode. Do the regular ult thing. So he grabs the kill onto the rumble. See how he's conserving mana? And yes, also tier build, you can always go tier build. Like, I almost always go tier build. Maybe like 3 out of past 40-50 games I went no tier, but all the time usually I just go tier. He looks for those trades with eyes. When you're ahead, you should be always looking to poke the enemy down. Because that combo, if that landed, it would have put Renekton in like literally below half health, and then that Renekton will be tower dove. And a lot of you might argue that, oh, even if Renekton's low, like their jungler always comes mid and it just saves them. That's just drawing pressure, and then that's meaning that enemy jungle is not doing anything else but soaking up XP together. So that way you're just getting lead because your jungle's still farming. So it's completely fine if Hecarim comes, even though he's like, or to prevent dive. So drawing pressure, very, very important. That's indirectly helping out your teammates, other than roaming and getting kills and getting plates. He's gonna go back mid. Get those juicy minions. He only missed 1 minion XP. Don't be afraid to take resets, because at one point you're gonna take it anyway. And if you just stay with like 0 mana all the time, that means you're gonna lose more in the long run. But right now he's pretty healthy. He has a lot of mana. And now he can go for these roams and make proactive plays instead of just being stuck under his tower because he has 0 mana. So make sure you take these resets. Says that the scuttle's mine. Thank you very much. And Trundle forces that really fucking hard. I don't know in what world that would have worked, but gets the Rumble Flash, I guess.
有点
Burns
得
the
意啊，
Qiyana
他有
ult.
闪，
Renek
打
gets a
到没了
play here, grabs the grass
不要这样子
element.
打了。
Because if Renekton flashes on him and then with Hecarim nearby, then he just instant dies. Qiyana cannot handle that. He's telling Trundle that that is an illegal play. Get the fuck out the jungle. Top lane gets a solo kill because he had to burn flash. So I guess the Trundle's flash, aggressive flash pillar worked out. He pings. This is also very important that I might need to do more. He pings the items. So it lets the Trundle know that he should probably look to hover, you know? Grabs the chicken. He's gonna leave the long one, or the big one. Unless he's gonna full clear it. He just full clears it. He has enough potions to do so, so. Do you think he speaks Korean or does he never communicate with his team? I'm pretty sure he just never communicates with team. So he gets the show. Make sure you don't stay for that wave. You don't have to leave the base with full mana. Because you want to catch mid wave. So he leaves the base with like 75% mana, 80%. I think then is pushing that in. It's a shove. He's gonna get some platings, but now you're literally a whole mythic item up on this Renekton. Dragon's up, Herald's up, lots of different opportunities to get leads back. He should look to hard shove this and start playing with his jungle or go bot side here. Control some vision. The map is looking pretty fucking dark here. So he's just controlling bot side vision. Now goes for plating because he has nothing to do. His bot lane is doing Gromp, so pokes the Renekton out, gets rid of that bone plating. Always remember to get rid of that bone plating. Top lane is just a snowball lane. Nothing that Rumble can do anymore.
机器人来了，
He plays towards top side, which is where the jungle is and the scuttle is. He has good vision on the bot side. It's like that Trundle is doing Herald. He's just hovering over where Trundle is. Make sure he's there first. You still run DMAT in tier scaling matchups where you know. I tried to start longsword nowadays
别别
again.
别，
Oh, he didn't get the plating. That's
这
actually
好
just
难顶
sad.
啊！
He's tilted too. He's like, oh, the plating. Nowadays, I don't really go DMAT again. Uses the grass here. When you use grass, I don't know if it's actually the right thing to do or if it matters at all. But if you watch me or any high elo Qiyana players like Beifeng or Korean Qiyana, they will always throw out grass and basically stand on the edge where they threw. You don't have to keep moving side to side. Just stand where you are, stay calm, think about what you're gonna do. Because if you're moving, like trying to like dodge where like each enemy movement, your thought process is gonna be little more like worse. I mean, it's just a fact. Like if you're looking at this, focusing on like dodging everything, then it's gonna be worse. But if he's just thinking, is like looking at his cooldown, what can he do? Can he like prowlers R him and then get out? Just thinking about those things. So you just, you know, grab grass, sit still, relax, you know, look at your cooldowns, see what you can do. Sees the Renekton goes towards bot side, so he runs up. The enemy team sees where the invis field is, right? Yup. Huh? That's just testing his damage. There's no real reason why he went for that. In my opinion, I would have just made this play just to just make a point. Just prove a point, see the blitzcrank. Because killing blitzcrank there is kind of fucking monka right there. Yeah, I mean, the only explanation would be just testing his damage.
不该上那个。上的
But
走
yeah,
掉
I
了。
would love to watch more videos in the future. I mean, this is definitely one of his like regular games, you know. Like it's like same with me. I upload a lot of good games, but I also have like some like pretty bad performances. And it's completely normal to have on Qiyana, or it's normal for everybody. You just have bad games. Sometimes you have bad games, sometimes you have good games.
机器人心态
You
崩
can't
了已经。
always have perfect
打了个攻
games
速线，
unless you're an actual faker. But
啥情况呀？
sadly we're not all fakers, so there can be only one faker. That's in Korea.
对面好像吵架了。
What order did he press his buttons, or did he slam his face? Okay, yeah. Let me explain his combos there. My bad. So let's go back. Even though this is int, we're just gonna explain what the combo that he did. So he Qs. He sees that his Q lands, which is a mini root, and then he's probably gonna W. Gets closer. So he Ws and then Rs. He starts channeling the R because you know how it has a channel time. So the R will be casted from the point where he's gonna be at when it's fully casted, which is why R flash works. Okay, so this means that ER works where like at the end of the animation. Same with WR, and then you can use this WR trick over like any walls, but here he just uses to get closer to the enemy so he can wallbang. So he Rs, maybe prowlers, or he Es. Wait, what the hell? I think he canceled the Prowler's Claw, like, animation. So he E and then Prowler's right away. You see how he Prowler's right away after EQ? To get the extra little damage. But that put him closer to the fucking tower and then he just ends up dying. But that was basically the combo. But you can WR? Yeah, you can WR. I use that tactic a lot when I'm say that enemy team's like fighting over here. Do you guys see where the cursor is? So on the bot side jungle, there's this Krugs. You can jump over that Krugs and then just R and then wallbang onto the red mountain place. So you can use that WR trick.
机器人心态崩了已经，买了个攻速线，啥情况呀？
He could have lived and killed if he Q, R, W. I mean, the thing is he would have had to W and R, or else the R wouldn't have hit. So he would have to WR, and then while his ult is going, he would have to Prowler's Claw, go behind, and then EQ out towards like safety. Because Prowler's Claw always puts you behind, so it's gonna put you behind towards the tower and then E out, dash across, but it's minimal. Maybe that's what he was trying to go for, but he brain farted like I
对
would
面好像吵架了。
sometimes, and a lot of yous would. You have a problem of R not scooping sometimes when you ER? That's not really a bug, that's just like, I know what you mean, it does happen, but yeah, that's just like unlucky timing, because R has a channel time, and it's kind of awkward sometimes, but that's just some things that like, whatever. I don't mind much. But yeah, good point, good point. That's definitely something that happens.
对面上单是挂机了吗？没挂机啊。
Explodes the fucking blitzcrank. We're gonna see what combo he did. The blitzcrank is memeing. Oh, the poor Blitzcrank. They thought they were friends. So he R's there, and then he Prowlers immediately. You see how and then this is to because apply the 15% damage buff and to put like right on the target. And then he just Qs or he EQs and then WQs. But that was just a bit of a overkill. Crying bee emoji. Absolute disrespectful. Disrespectful. Blitzcrank thought he made some friends with the Empress, but here he QWs over the wall. Queuing the wall with grass gives you movement speed. 20% movement speed. Grabs the free kill onto the Zaya. Thank you very much.
对面上单装备也卖了，我操，福利局啊！
Blitzcrank shows up mid again. Looks like Renek is just AFK. I haven't seen him in a while. Renekton says Team Gap FF. He wants to go for blue. Man, how come my junglers doesn't give me blue when I'm playing Qiyana? I'll be like 10-0 and they'll still get blues. Freaking NA junglers, man. Honestly, when I play jungle, even if I'm 0-10, don't lie to me if you've never done this before. Even if you're 0-10, you'll still take that blue. Because you're... you're tilted. R's, Prowlers, Q's, EQ, Auto, Death. So that's pretty much a bread and butter Qiyana combo that if you want to get the maximum damage, you want to start your combo with R like he did there. Start your combo with R, channel your Prowler's Claw after your R. Prowler's Claw right now. He did it a little later, but it's okay. And then he sees that he doesn't have E ready, so he Qs first, grabs the W, and then EQs, chases. And then obviously he's just fitting some autos in, so he can actually kill the Hecarim. And the game should be wrapping up soon. Renekton says hello, but you have grass. And Renekton is a really sad boy. If he grabbed Rock there, I think he would have killed, but it's okay. He still kills. Renekton just gives up on life. He said, yup, I'm tilted. Just kill me. End this 15. Go next. Just catching up the wave. Always look to clear up waves. Fixing wave is very important. Another grass. Another challenger. Joins the fun. Ease onto the minion to spread the distance. Realize how he's using his E close to a minion. If you're using E from here, you're only gonna travel like this much. But if you're using E from here, literally he sticks literally dick to ass. Okay, okay. Maybe little bit too much expression, but literally like this close, uses E to get super far. Travels a full distance, so this Hecarim's all the way here, making this guy look like a fool. Grabs another grass, because why not? Grass is busted. I can confirm. Prowler's Claw, auto. Oh! Bit of a misplay, but it doesn't matter. Hecarim still falls. Bayfing's in 8M1. And not even FF15, they just fucking open, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see me review Korean Qiyana, make sure to hit that like button. And I'm also reviewing one of your videos, so if you want to join in on that, make sure to check out on Discord server. I'm hosting a giveaway for the VOD review, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.